السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Brothers and sisters, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the specially merciful. Brothers and sisters, today we're going to study together the story of الطفيل ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy, one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, Sahaba, radiyallahu anhu wa anhum ajma'in. And the story of الطفيل, how he embraced Islam, how he came to Islam and accept Islam. So الطفيل ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy from Yemen. He grew up in a noble, respected family. He was a talent poet, and he had strong fame, strong reputation as leader and as a poet among the tribes in Arabia. During the season of Ukaadh, one of the 3 or more markets in Arabia at that time, and this not regular market, but it's like fair, like exhibit, like meeting, conference, between competitions between the poets about their poetry. Arab used to do that. So they make competition and select the best poem and put it on the Kaaba, kind of appreciation, kind of honoring for the poet. So he used to go there to expose and to show his poetry. So when Arab poets came from all directions and the people gathered and assembled to show off their poetry, At-Tufail used to take his place in the forefront. He used to visit Mecca at the season of Ukaadh frequently. One day he visited Mecca when Rasul alayhi salatu wassalam had just started his declaration for Islam, for his mission. And Quraish was worried, fearing that At-Tufail would meet Rasul alayhi salam and convert to Islam and then put his poetic talent at the service of Islam. That would be a disaster for Quraysh and their idols. Because of that, they got closer to At-Tufail ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy and prepared for him special hospitality that included every kind of joy, comfort, and ease. Then they beware him, warn him from Muhammad. They said to him, he is magician person, sorcerer, has trumping speech like magic. He's a speech like magic, and he makes divisions between a man and his son, and a man and his brother, and a man and his wife. We are worried about you, so we advise you, do not talk to him, do not talk to Muhammad, do not listen to Muhammad. And here is a great lesson and benefit from the story. Look at that anti-propaganda, which is still working till now from here and there against Islam, against Muslim, against the Quran, against Muhammad alayhi salam. But let me tell you something. It is a free marketing for Islam. Yes, it is a free marketing for Islam. That what happened with At-Tufail ibn Amr. Out of curiosity, people like to know, to learn, to educate. So when anti-propaganda work, there is positive side, which is people wanted to know. When they know, they accept Islam, embrace Islam. That happened with At-Tufail ibn Amr. Let us listen to him. What happened? He said, by Allah, they kept talking to me saying, do not listen to Muhammad, do not meet Muhammad, do not talk to Muhammad till, and they kept doing that, till I stabbed my ears with cotton so as not to hear anything from Muhammad. Look, till that point, yes. Anti-propaganda make people like that, yes. There, beside Kaaba, I found, he is talking now, I found Muhammad was praying close to Kaaba. So I stood close to him, but by the destiny of Allah, Qadarillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, by the destiny of Allah, I heard some portion of what he was reciting from Quran. I heard a fine speech, really. And I said to myself, indeed, I am a talent poet. I can know the good speech from the ugly speech. What prevents me from listening to him and what he says? If it's good, I should accept it. And if it is bad, I stay away from him. This is a wise man. This is a wise man. Don't listen about Islam from outside. Read the source of Islam, Quran and Sunnah. Listen to Quran and Sunnah and Islam itself, Islamic faith. And if it's good, accept it. If it's bad, leave it. Don't listen from outside. So here happened with الطفيل ibn Amr. So he said that I stayed away from him. So I stayed until Muhammad departed Kaaba to his house. Then I followed him until he entered his house. So I entered behind him and I said to him, O Muhammad, verily your people have told me such and such about you. By Allah, they kept making me afraid of you until I plugged my ears with cotton in order not to hear you, your words. But Allah willed that I hear you. So I heard a fine speech that attracted me to your message. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained Islamic faith to him and recited some verses from Quran. By Allah, he's saying, I had never heard a speech better than Quran. So immediately I took Shahada. Allahu Akbar. I took my Shahada and embraced Islam. Immediately. He found the truth. He found the right. He found the honesty. So immediately, without hesitation, he accepted Islam. He's still talking Amr, Tufail ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy, saying, I said, O Rasulullah, indeed I am a person of credibility. I have position among my people, and I am returning to them to invite them to Islam. So make da'wah, make dua to Allah to give me a sign. To give me a sign, support me when I invited my tribe to Islam. So he said, Rasulullah, O Allah, make for him a sign. Al-Tufail reached his homeland, Dawsy, in Yemen. He called his people, his father, his wife, brother, and family members to Islam, and they accepted Islam. Allahu Akbar. This is the first sign. Allah opened the heart of others to him to accept Islam. Allahu Akbar. And now I went outside. He moved outside his close family to the cousin, son of cousins, and so on. I went outside my home to call my big tribe, but they refused Islam. First challenge. So inside the family they accept, outside the family they refused. Challenge. So Al-Tufail got disappointed and got angry. Then hastened to the Prophet to complain to him. He sent back to Mecca to the Prophet to complain from his tribe that they refused Islam, refused embracing Islam. When I arrived in Mecca, he's saying that, I said to the Prophet, salam, O Rasulullah, indeed, paganism, polytheism, shirk and kufr, usury, riba, and all these evil actions have beaten ad-Daws, my tribe. So make dua against them because they refused Islam and they practice evil. O Rasulullah, please make dua against them. Ask Allah to destroy them. So Rasul alayhi salatu salam raised his hands to the heaven while saying, O Allah, guide those and bring them to Islam. Allahu Akbar. O Allah, guide those and bring them to Islam. Then he turned to At-TUFAIL, Rasulullah turned to At-TUFAIL and said to him, return to your people, invite them to Islam kindly, gently. So I thanked Allah Jalla wa ala on the mercy of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam. His rahmah, his mercy, Prophet Muhammad, for all mankind. I thank Allah for being his messenger, is a messenger of mercy, not of cursing. I thanked Allah on the bounty of Islam. Al-Tufail ibn Amr returned to his homeland in Yemen, ad-Daws, to his tribe, and there he went on calling to Islam gradually and kindly, just as Rasul had advised him. During this period of time, Rasul migrated from Mecca to Medina. And Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud, Battle of Al-Khandaq took place. While Rasul in Khaybar, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given the Muslims victory over it, a full procession including 80 families from those took Shahada, embraced Islam, declared their Islam, and migrated to Medina. So, brothers and sisters, there is many benefits and many lessons we learn from the story of the companion At-Tufail ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy. First, the guidance, the hidayah, the guidance only by the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Me and you, just we teach, we help, we support, clarify the message of Islam, but at the end of the day, only God, only Allah, who give hidayah to whom he will, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, da'wah is mission for every Muslim. For every Muslim, not only the imam or the sheikh or the ulama, scholars, imams, leader for da'wah, but every Muslim, every Muslimah should involve in da'wah, calling people to Islam. So we see At-Tufail ibn Amr radiyallahu anhu merely embraced Islam, started to invite others to Islam. Number three, brother and sister, invite people to Islam kindly, explain Islam kindly, gently, elaborate Islamic faith about divinity, about prophethood, about obligations, about what's halal, what's haram, all that kindly. Number four, anti-propaganda. Anti-propaganda is free marketing for Islam. Never give up. Never disappointed. Why? Because there is a positive side for anti-propaganda, which is free marketing for Islamic faith. Brother and sister, we reach to the end of the class of today. The story of embracing Islam of Tufail ibn Amr ad-Dawsiy radiyallahu anhu. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to unite us with him and all the Sahaba and with the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam in جنة الفردوس. آمين يا رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.